How's it going, everybody? It's me again, back with more Pokemon Scarlet, Epilogue, Mochi Madness. Don't know why I had to pause for every single statement I say, and even with that. But last time, we were introduced to the DLC, met up with Penny, Arvin, and Nimona. We traveled to Hitakami, where they met Carmine, and Kieran. And there seems to be some strange curse affecting people, causing them to dance and scream about Mochi. We battled a pair of those people, and Nimona's run off on her own towards Kitakami Hall, so we're gonna have to follow her and hopefully figure everything out, because things are getting really weird now. But we already know what happens, let's be honest here. So, we've already battled one person here, and I think in total for this DLC there's... I keep saying DLC, for the Epilogue, there's only about 5 battles. This being the second of which. And she's still in that slump, too. I mean, so is Carmine, so let's just say she's loud and full of energy, because she kinda is. Both are correct. Oh boy. Even the elderly. With Kieran's grandparents, obviously you battle them as well. Their Pokemon are more varied in typing. Chandelure is the only one that's not poison here. But just like I said at the end of last episode with that previous battle, it is also Terra Poison, for whatever reason. These battles tend to be easier because it's rather simple double battles, nothing too serious, and we have the type advantage here. It's not until we get into, I want to say, the last 2 or 3 battles that's when they become more difficult. Because on the top of my head, I think we have at least 2 major battles left. Until we reach the final boss of this DLC, at least. We're not gonna get any experience because we're already level 100. And now he doesn't want a belly drum. Now he's just gonna go for the attack. Okay, Kieran. I get it. At least they're targeting Kieran now. Weezing should actually live a Psyshock because it's physically defensive. Can it live an Expanding Force? It cannot. That's good. Weezing probably wasn't even a threat anyway, but I'd rather not deal with it. I don't want to deal with it blowing up. And even then, Poliwrath might have Damp, so It might not matter, but better to risk it and, well, better to be safe and not risk it. Because, as you can still see, I can't speak English. Mamoswine up next. It might take this, but it can't live this turn. There we go. Easy clap. No mochi for me, please. No mochi. So it's definitely the mochi making them act weird. But why? And how? And who is making it? Relax. Relax. Or I'll make you relax. I'm not funny. You've got mail. I mean, we're fine. I'm too busy carrying both of us. Our friends are in trouble. We gotta help them. And so we head back to the village. To Peachy's. And flying definitely makes things so much easier. So I think, yeah, this might be a bit of a shorter episode because I think there's just this battle coming up next. Dealing what happened with Nemona. And then the final boss. Wait. Yeah, I think that is how it goes. Whatever that weird thing was. Something round and little. A drone? So we found our culprit, And now we have to battle our first truly major characters that we know more of, at least. Why is Penny putting more effort into it? Oh my god. And we have a break here. Huh. But we have our next objective, which is to battle Arvin and Penny, so let's do that. This is the first time we'll be battling with more than 2-on-2, since I believe this is a 3-on-3 battle. Well, more like 12-on-6, but you guys know what I mean. Umbreon and Greedent. Obviously, they're using Pokemon that are of their natural typing, and because we've already battled them before, these guys don't have Terra Poison. Their Pokemon have the Terra typing they had normally, which is their same type, although they don't Terra. I think this is the first time we will be battling some characters that actually do Terra, because both of them can, but I think only one of them will. And it's Greedent and Umbreon. Yeah, let's go into Gargan Aqua here. I don't know why I didn't switch out to have it in the front. Oko on Greedent. I'm more worried about the Umbreon. It's more of a tank than the rest of the evolutions, except for maybe Vaporeon and Sylveon. And it does know the move Psychic, so it's definitely gonna do some big damage to Poliwrath here if it does choose to hit it, which I think it does. Just under half. Not Blastiff. Does he Terra? So I believe it'll be Terra Dark. Rock Slide here just so we don't hit Flare Up. Oh, okay, so it doesn't even get a chance to attack. And Arvin does not Terra. So either Penny will Terra with her Sylveon, or not at all. I think Kieran's Grimmsnarl doesn't know Spirit Break, so as long as it can hit it, it does. And Umbreon should go down here. And she's mixing her... Okay. Dark falls into us. Just tank it. So Umbreon does go down here, so now it's 2-on-2. And there's her Sylveon. She's either gonna Terra it here, or not at all, like I said. No Terra. Okay, that's fine. Probably for the best, too. Can see attack drop. Yeah, there's no way Grimmsnarl can take that. But we're at -1 attack, so this is not gonna do much. Did a good amount of Sylveon. Although I think Babasip just has good defense. Or at least decent defense compared to Sylveon. Porygon Z, pretty good right now. It's not doing all of that. Why would you just use Hyper Beam on the weaker Pokemon? Kieran! Well, at least now we get full damage on Sylveon. And it's Adaptability Life Orb, I think, too. Good damage. And last up should be Arvin's Toad School, I think? Or, not Toad School, Cloister. One of the two. Cloister, there it is. Second time's a charm on that one. So Rock Slide will be doing better damage on it, but it's still very high defense. And I think Penny's gonna send out her Flareon after this. Not Flare, no. I think she has a Leafeon. Yeah. So, I'm actually a bit in trouble here. But I gotta stick with it. And yeah. Kieran attacks the better spot this time. Liquidation into Garganacl. Yeah, thankfully we take it though. We're not gonna take the next one, that's for sure. But we don't need to. Thank goodness. And we beat Penny and Arvin. So, who's next? Aha, so Kieran did notice it. And they go off into the direction of the orchard. We're not healed, so I think I'll just do that real quick. Even Nurse Joy knows something's up. Surprised she hasn't been taken either. Because imagine if you had to battle Nurse Joy. Because that would be pretty intense. Not difficult, but it would be something different for this series. I know you could battle nurses in Black and White 2, but they were never explicitly shown to be the same as Nurse Joy in the games, since the sprite is different. But it would be a neat idea if you could. And I believe our next target is in the up top here. Yep, right in front of the as we slowly float down. There we go. And we were followed. Everyone do the chicken dance. Everyone really is dancing the Mochi dance. And since Kieran can't beat her, we're the only one who can. Now, we've battled Nemona's champion team before, but her team has actually been upgraded since then. And she no longer has her Orthworm and her... which one is it? Orthworm and the Dunsparce. Her team is actually different now. But she still has her Lycan Rock, which will try to set up Stealth Rocks right away. Gonna use Flip Turn right away to get out of here, go to Hero Mode, and score a KO right away. Don't know if we needed the crit, but maybe. Depends on whoing. Depends on whoing. What is my language today? So depending on who she uses next. Actually, I don't think it really matters. I think we can send out a Pokemon and it'll ask us to switch again. Yeah. So she's sending out Palmot. Electric Fighting. So Maverick. Best choice here. Most of her team is still the same, it's just 2 Pokemon that are different now. Expanding Force should knock it out, but it's still faster than this. So now it's pure fighting, which is fine, because... Does this KO? Indeed it does. Next up is one of her new Pokemon, Kamoo, a full-on pseudo-legendary. Of course I took on my fairy type, but who needs it? Not this guy, because... I've already explained why Tinkaton is off my team. We are weak to fighting, but we do have stamina, and Kamoo can be mixed, but I think this one is physical. And we still go first, so this should be more than enough to knock it out, which it is. And down it goes. Next up is her second new Pokemon, Ribombee, Bug Fairy, whereas Kamoo was Dragon Fighting. It might outspeed, which I think it does, but we should take this fairly easily. It might live now, but I doubt it. Stab times 2. Yeah, more than enough. So she has her starter and Goodra. I was gonna stay in, but I think Glacius can handle this. Plus, having a -1 special attack might cause Goodra to live this next hit. And I think with her putting Kamoo on her team, I think Nemona is now the first rival character to use 2 pseudo-legendaries. Could be wrong about that, though. And lastly is her starter, Quaquaval, how do you pronounce it? And we started our adventure with Catnip versus Quaxley, and we're ending it with Catnip now fully evolved against Quaquaval. Level 87. And she does Terra as well, even consumed by the Mochi power. Terra Fighting. Okay. She actually changed the typing. Does this mean that if you chose a different starter, it would be changed to its secondary type? And it lives too. Do we go down here? Terra Stab Brick Break knocks us out. I mean, I know it's effectively adaptability, but Wow. Was not expecting that. I gave that whole dramatic speech about finishing this with the same starters that we first fought her with, but look how that turned out. Oh well. Jet Punch should knock it out. And with that, we finally beat Nemona, and we can put an end to this. All that's left is to deal with our little friend right there. We're not healed, so just do that real quick. I meant to use the catnip, not Armor Rouge. Now, when it comes to this Pokemon, it's weird. I'll just say that. But without further ado, let's get into it. Do you want to challenge a strange Pokemon? Indeed we do. This is Pecharunt, the new mythical Pokemon of this DLC, and the cause behind the Mochi madness. Pecharunt is Poison Ghost type with very weird stats. It has 88 all across the board except for defense, with its defense being 160. I don't know why they did this, but it's hilarious. It is a Poison Ghost type, which means for the first time since Togedemaru, I think, a general Pokemon no longer has a unique typing, because it has the same typing as Gengar. And that leaves the Zubat line as the only original Kanto Pokemon that has an original typing of Poison Flying. For Pecharunt's moves, it has Nasty Plot, Recover, Hex, and Malignant Chain, I believe. And if it doesn't have Recover, it has Shadow Ball. Went down fairly easily because it's low special defense, and we have a chance to catch it now. It has a 100% catch guarantee, so it doesn't matter what Pokeball you use. I'll be using a Heal Wall because it matches. And that's kind of it. That's it. Caught it. And we're all set. And there it is. Pecharunt, the Subjugation Pokemon. That's a really cool title. It feeds others toxic Mochi that draws out desires and capabilities. Those who eat the Mochi fall under Pecharunt's control, chained to its will. Pecharunt, as I failed to mention earlier, is the what's it called? The trio master of the Loyal Three of Okidogi, Munkidori, and Pheasantipede. If you send one of them out against Pecharunt, there will be a special scene as you do that. And there's also a special scene if you send out Ogerpon as well. I didn't have them with me, unfortunately, but it's a fun little detail. I'll nickname it on my own time later on. And I think it's default into Timid Nature. Yep, Timid Nature, with the ability Poison Puppeteer. So if Pecharunt poisons any Pokemon with Malignant Chain or Toxic, they become confused as well, which is really annoying, but very strong if you let it get to you. Level 88, just like all of its stats. And that's it. Sent to the PC. And everyone goes back to normal. As I do. Please don't say Mochi Mochi. Nah, I think she's fine. She's not gonna say anymore. Hope not. Was she just messing with us? Nimona, I don't know how to break it to you, but it's the middle of the night. And with that, I think there's only one more scene until we're really done. Head home to Paldea. That's it. And as we turn to leave, and wait for the game to load again. There we go. We'll come back. Don't worry about us. To the Nimona Survivors Club. You were the champ, so you got this. Don't worry about it. I didn't even notice. Okay, that's kind of funny. I was going to say this is the only time in all three of these DLCs that Carmine has not done that seething animation, but she does it right here at the end. Because of course she does. But we can laugh it off as we close out this piece. And that is the end of Mochi Madness. And as far as we know, the end of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This is the epilogue of the story. And aside from any major updates, that should be it for this series as a whole. Finishing this epilogue allows you to bring Nimona, Arvin, and Penny over to the Blueberry Academy, so you can bring them as coaches, battle them again, and even battle Carmine and Kieran again too. But without all that said and done, it's finally time to say goodbye to this series. Unless there's something else that they add later on, that's really it. Kinda hard to believe it's over, but it is. So I want to thank you all for watching. Look forward to the next few episodes of Kingdom Hearts. And whatever happens, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers!